Hello, hello, hello. Mike, B-Ball Fan 54, back. I told you I'm going to make this a habit. Um, Look, let me tell you something. As you can see, uh, I'm in the Maryland area. I'm a Commanders fan. I have season tickets, and I'm a Wizards fan, right? I know I look young. I drink milk, but I'm not. I'm a basketball fanatic. I'm 6'5", 275 pounds. I'm not a small dude. I played ball all my life until I broke my legs. I know ball. I have coached ball. Um, I absolutely look from the coaching aspect, the details of basketball. Listen, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to basketball. For real. Trust me. It takes intangibles to win at a high level, right? You got to do the little things. And communication is a big thing. I'm excited today though. Coulibaly. Coulibaly. Listen, we need to learn how to close games. We lost two winnable games. Charlotte Hornets, Philadelphia. Philadelphia was coming off a back-to-back too. I was disappointed on how we closed out that game. I was disappointed on how we closed out the Charlotte game. This is a maturation process. They need to learn how to win. Brian Keefe has them competitive. I am not gonna lie. We're gonna talk about a couple of things I saw, in the news today. Again, Coulibaly set his debut. Coulibaly 6'8", 6'9", 7-foot wingspan. He came in the league, as a defender. Very athletic, very fast. I think he averaged like 12 points last year. It says Coulibaly was a full-time starter for the 2025 season. He didn't play a lot because he got hurt, but he averaged 12.3, 3.4 assists, 1.3 steals in 33 minutes and 59 outings, shooting 42% from the field and 28% from three-point range. I remember he's more of a corner three, but I saw a clip today that he was saying he was able to sit on the bench and watch what we needed. The communication wasn't there. The pressure on the ball wasn't there, and he can definitely bring that. Then you will have two 6'8", 6'9" young players in Keyshawn George, who's come on, and Coulibaly. Coulibaly really needs to step up like Keyshawn is stepping up, like Sarr is stepping up, and I think he will. I think he's ready to do that. Okay? I'm excited about that. Listen, again, where the minutes going to come from? Because I'm a big believer in Champagne on an offensive rebounding set on the intangibles. You need intangibles to win. You need that extra effort on the rebounding. We need that. I'm not a huge fan of Chris Middleton. I'm not a huge fan of McCollum. McCollum is a shooter. He's not a facilitator. He fell twice, trying to create something and make something happen. We needed one more basket, and he had two opportunities. He couldn't do that. We had one opportunity with Middleton. 5 seconds left, got the ball in his hand. He should be able to make that. These two veterans are really not pulling their weight, to make as much money they do, to be in the league as long as they have. Middleton had 23 points his first game because he's motivated by being back in Milwaukee. McCollum, the game before last, had like 24. But before then, the two games together, he had like 15 points in total. Again, if you look at his career, yeah, he's a 20-point scorer. Both of them, probably are. But by themselves, they're not big needle movers. They don't, they don't move the needle. They're not, even though they've been all stars, they're not stars, right? They're not going to close the game. They're not closers. They're help players. They're role players, who can shoot. Both of them are shooters. We need a strong leader, facilitator. I'm hoping that Coulibaly can take up some of that rebounding and defending and some flash plays to get everybody going in momentum. We need Cam Whitmore to step up in that role as well. Defending, extra effort, steals, dunks, and alley oops to get to get the momentum going. Um, Again, I'm really I want to see what we're gonna do as far as trade. Getting really cool. McCullum is what I was trying to say. So I also saw that they're gonna pick up six options, 16 options for the young players. Alex Sarr definitely deserving. He's coming on. I am happy about Sarr. When Sarr first started, his first 25 games, I thought he was soft. Like all European players are soft. Like Vucevic is really soft. He can score. It's. Ooh, I'm shaking everything. I'm sorry. I'm Listen, Tristan is soft. He can score. It's too bad. If he got tougher, got more wear on defense, he could probably find himself with a bigger role. So we're gonna pick up the option of Alex Sarr, Coulibaly, Cam Whitmore, Carrington, AJ Johnson, Keyshawn George. Just a good young core right there. Right? I think that's the right thing to do. I do think Will Dawkins is making the right moves. I wish he would have kept Jordan Poole. But I see why he's doing it, but I really wish we would have kept Jordan Poole. Yep. So again, I am excited about tonight. I wonder if he's gonna start. I would start him right away. But listen though, since you have those two veterans, my starting lineup tonight would be McCullum at the one. Um, Coulibaly at the two because he's faster and quicker than Middleton. Middleton at the three, he's a little slew of foot, but maybe he could play some four. With that lineup, Keyshawn George and Alex Sarr, right? Then you quickly take Middleton out. For a Cam Whitmore, for a Corey Kispert. Just Champagny needs to find time, right? I would play Champagny before I play Will Riley. He needs to get on the floor, right? I would think about trying AJ Johnson out. Looks like he grew again before Carrington. Carrington, he stepped up the last game a little bit though. But again, like I said, I'm not sold on Carrington being the point guard. I'm definitely not sold on that. So they play the defending champs. They play the Thunder. Let's what time do they play tonight? Let's find out what time they play tonight. They play the Thunder, who Will Dawkins and Michael, the president, came from, who they're trying to pattern their team out there. So the game comes on at 8 o'clock. They're playing in Oklahoma. Of course, Oklahoma is expected to win. I think Oklahoma hasn't lost a game. I would like to see how we compete. They play two centers, in Chet Holmgren and what's the other guy who hustles a lot. Um, yeah, he moves the needle in intangibles. You need intangible um, um, who can move the needle, who are force. Remember, you got to play with force. You can't be just running up and down the court, not making any plays, no steals, no charges, no blocks, no ball deflections, no assists, no communication. You have to do something to help your team out. All right. Again, game on tonight, 8 o'clock. They play in Oklahoma against the defending champs. Obviously, Oklahoma is expected to win. The Wizards are 1-3 right now. The Wizards, in my eyes, should be 3-1. They could have beat Charlotte. They could have beat Philadelphia, at least on the very end, 2-2. They need to learn how to close to get more competitive. Uh, yep. So I will be watching the game. I'm watch every game. We have not been good. We only won one championship in 1978. We haven't been good since John Wall and Bradley Beal. I was in Mexico that game 7, I think, a few years back When John Wall hit that shot to send him into game 7, then we lost in game 7. We could not stop the little short Thomas from Boston. I'm telling you right now, you got one of the biggest Wizards. B-Ball fan 54, Mike. I'm telling you, I'm coming with this, at least every other day. I'm trying to come daily, and I'm going to come with some Washington Commanders, as well. But I know basketball. Do me a favor, man. It does nothing. It takes you 1 second to be a subscriber. I'm going to kind of come out with another channel too, but that's on the entertainment side. And I got some ideas. I'm motivated about this. I'm happy, that the Wizards is going in the right direction. See you soon.